So I wanted to talk a little bit about another element of the adopted child syndrome, which is struggling to form attachments with people. And I think this kind of comes from having this massive bond with my birth mother, not that I can remember her at all, and it kind of been, I don't know how to describe it. It feels like it's been cut somehow, that emotion, that ability to bond. So like when I talk to my wife and she kind of has this connection with her family, which I'll never understand. And we've said it to each other lots of times. I just won't understand it. For me, it's easy to cut someone off. Just be like, psh, gone. I don't have that weird hold over me. And even with children, when my baby was, so she was in the NICU, the baby intensive care unit, when she was born, and I was like Ivan Drago, just like, if she dies, she dies. I was so switched off. There was no connection, there was no nothing, and I felt like it's a kind of a way of protecting myself, I suppose. I just disconnected. I find it with friends, with family, the safest place for me is on my own. I prefer it, but it's nice to be with other people at the same time. I think before I met my wife, my ideal life would have been living in the Rockies with a few dogs, just on my own, just surviving. And I don't know, it was safer emotionally. It feels my safe place. My safe place is being alone, which is weird. It's weird, but I've always had it, and I think it's always going to be there a bit. This inability to form strong, unconditional bonds. I don't know if I'm ever going to get it, if it's ever going to be the way that other people feel it. I won't know, but I think it's something that probably most people, I would imagine, who adopted feel. But that's how I would just describe it to like my adopted parents. And now, if my dad was still alive, and it's how I would explain it to my mum. And I think a lot of adopted parents need to maybe try and understand that however much people hate to admit it, the bond between a birth mother and a child is not the same. You can love them more than anything in the world, but I can't explain it. But it's a bond that I think I will struggle with, and I would imagine more so for the child than for the mother. But yeah, that's something I struggle with a lot.